Alright, what's up? What's going on, guys? CaptainMonk here. Today's game, playing some Diana in the mid lane. So let's go ahead here and grab ourselves actually a flask instead of going for the Doran's Ring, because we want that extra sustain for the lane phase. And the Warden Chicken will head onto the lane here. As you guys can see from the teams here today, we've got the Apollo 82 playing Thresh support. Also got Dad Spaghetti in the bot lane with him playing the Misfortune 80 carry. Justice for Jake playing Riven top. And lastly, Feed the Shark playing Udyr in the jungle. It's looking like we're against an Akali in the lane here, so I'll go ahead and reorganize things very briefly here, just so we can kind of see the matchups in all the different lanes. So it looks like we're against a Tryndamere top here, and then a Riven jungle as well. So two Rivens in this game, but one of them is jungling, of course. The other one's top lane, and then the dual lane of Vayne Leona. So in the immediate matchup against Akali, it's kind of weird because Diana, I would say, is stronger than Akali pre-6, but not by a whole lot. And post-6, I think Diana's still stronger, but Akali has, I would say, an easier time getting fed. Reason being, of course, utilizing her ultimate is, I would say, a bit easier compared to Akali. Or not, sorry, compared to Diana, because Diana, of course, needs the Moonlight from her Q to actually proc the reset, whereas Akali just has 3 charges and she just spams them away, and it's pretty easy for her to utilize. So we'll see how this lane phase goes. We should have a fairly farm, I guess, focused lane here. Not much really happening, but we get that minion there, get the last hits, and I'll pop my first flask here. And this is why I kind of took the flask, because I don't want to miss any minions that will slow down my power spike at level 6. So I just decided, hey, I get flask, and I'll focus on just farming and harassing when I can. And of course, as I say that, I miss one right beforehand, or I miss my Q, that is, right beforehand. But so far, not too bad. But one thing I wanted to mention in this commentary here is I did a Diana game, I think in 2013 as well, and you guys might notice a bit of a trend here that I'm spending a lot of time recently, and damn, I missed the Q again. I spent a lot of time recently just trying to update champions I did way back in 2013, because although there's not really much going on with them in the meta, such as, of course, competitive play or not really being changed, buffed, nerfed, etc., but some of them I haven't done it in so long, this feels right for me to update them, despite them not really having anything going on in the current meta. Now, with that said, Diana's been an exception to that. She's been played a lot in competitive play in the mid lane, but with teleport. Now, you'll notice here I'm taking Ignite, and the reason being is because I frankly don't get the teleport thing. I realize it's good. I mean, all the pro players are doing it. It's gotta be good. There's no way they're all doing that, and it's not good. I mean, it's not like they're making this huge conspiracy to trick people to thinking, oh, hey, let's all run teleport, but it's not actually good. But shh, it's a secret. Don't let anyone know, right? Like, it's definitely gonna be good, right? It's not like they're making this shit up. The problem is I don't know why it's good. I don't know what strategy they implement to make it effective. I don't get it, right? And so because of that, I'm running Ignite instead, because that's what I'm used to with Diana. So if any of you guys actually understand why they take TP on mid lane Diana, feel free to let me know and give me some insight into why that is. I mean, I can make a few guesses, of course, but I have no real surefire information onto why it is people do that. I assume it's because Diana late game is so high damage, doesn't really need the Ignite anymore. And to add on to that, it allows her to split push a bit better, and her split push is pretty good. Her Q does a lot of damage late game, her W does a lot of damage, and it's all AoE, of course, which allows her to split push very effectively, and her passive's AoE as well. So all in all, pretty good. I'm trying to get to range here of Akali, and I think I can just knock her up with that. That wasn't in range. That's unfortunate. I thought it would be able to just pull her back a little bit out of her Shroud, but the Shroud does speed her up, I guess, enough for her to get out. But it is on cooldown, and Feed the Shark looks like he wants to go for a second gank. My E is still on cooldown, but we might still be able to do this. The Q is going to hit, but not going to do enough damage for it to make a difference, really. But of course, you saw there that I'm maxing Q here. You max Q. I got 2 points in Q level 3. I got my E level 4. Sometimes players play Diana won't even get their E until like super late into the game, because it doesn't really do a whole lot. But considering I saw that Udyr was coming for a gank, I kind of figured, hey, might help. And actually, he's in a fight here, and he's going to need my help. It looks like, unless his ghost might be enough actually to get him out. It looks like it will be. So it's unfortunate that I was too late to react to make a difference in that. But on the bright side of things, it doesn't look like anything's going to happen anyways. But Thresh is trying to fight the Riven here, and me and Udyr are not a part of that, so hopefully he gets out safe. Because, yeah, I mean, I'm shoving the turret here. There's no way I can actually help at all. One buff they did make to Diana. I wouldn't say recently at all, because it's not, but it's at some point that's somewhat recent that's, I guess, fair to mention, is that, and hello, man, what is going on here? And I actually managed to pull him off of Udyr. Holy crap, that was awesome. Well played. He also got the stun off, which is really good by him. But, what was I saying? Right, so one of the changes they made with Diana somewhat recently was they made it so that her W, her Pale Cascade, will actually, cycle around you a little bit more quickly. And what that's going to mean for you is that you will get your shield reset quicker, do more damage quicker, just all around, just faster. Increases the speed of everything, which is nice. And you can see I'm just brawling with Akali a little bit left and right here. Not really looking to accomplish a whole lot though, besides just to hit her, have her hit me. I don't really have much in mind with that. But so far I've seen a 39 CS. She's sitting at 30, so we are in the lead here, but not by a whole lot. But we also have that kill onto the Riven, which is definitely helping us out. Let's go with this minion here. And I think once I clear up this wave here, I think I'll actually head back to base, because there's not really much for me to do with the amount of mana I have. Blue buff's not for another 2 minutes, and I do want to go back and buy some items and then look to hopefully take up this Akali. Now, the thing with their team comp that kind of frustrates me is they have a lot of magic damage with Akali, but the rest of their team is not magic damage at all, so going to Abyssal wouldn't be very wise in this matchup, but no, we're going for Hourglass, so going pretty much full damage seems like the way to go. But that is also not the best option. So what I'm kind of thinking here is I'll go for a bursty build, which is going to be the Gnasher's Tooth, which I've been seeing a lot of popularity with recently, especially in competitive play with these players who go with the, what's it called? Teleport, that's right. So, yeah, normally what I'm seeing them doing is like go with a few Doran's Rings, make themselves really tanky, and then they go Gnasher's Tooth, which allows them just to brawl a lot, and it makes it more of like a brawly and kind of bruisered AP Diana build instead of, you know, burst, which I think burst is pretty good in a lane where, you know, you want Hourglass first, or you want even Lichbane's pretty good. Oops, kind of messed up that Q there. Or even Abyssal's pretty good. But in this game, because they're mixed damage and me being a lane against an AP, it just kind of makes it awkward, because if I go AP, then, man, my Qs are really off. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, like if I get magic resist, I'm going to struggle with the rest of their team, and I'll only succeed against Akali. And if I go with armor, then I get succeed against Akali. Either way, I lose. So I kind of figure I just go with a well-rounded build here. That should help us out in the grand scale of things. I guess nice and tanky with these Doran's Rings. Get ourselves the clone reduction AP from Finish Codex, and hopefully get into our Gnasher's Tooth later on. And once Akali overextends enough, I should be able to fight with her a little bit. But before I do that, I of course want to get some vision down, just to make sure I'm safe to do all this. I might miss that 1 minute in the middle, but I should at least get the XP. I will. Good. And yeah, let's just harass the Akali as much as we can. There's a nice Q coming out. She does have more XP than me, so she is level 7 here, but I'm not too concerned because one more minute or two, and I should have level 7 as well. And from there, I can extend my lead that I've already established. And there we go. And I'll go ahead and fight her here a little bit. Do some nice, solid damage, and have the reset of my ultimate, and forced her to use her Twilight Shroud to kind of avoid me doing any further damage. And I'll go ahead and do the same thing if I hit her with that Q, but I didn't, so that sucks. But once I hit one more Q, I could all in her here, but it'd be kind of tricky. I'm going to give it a try. There we go. Yeah, once you have a lot of damage on Diana with the items I have, it ends up becoming pretty easy to dive people as long as you know what they're able to do. And Akali in that scenario, I mean, all she could really do is just flash away, which wouldn't have really worked because my ultimate was available, so I could have just chased her. Not to mention I still had my summoners, so I had the damage output and the mobility to really chase her down if I needed to. So, overall, pretty solid, pretty free, well-executed kill there. We'll take out the turret for ourselves here and do as much damage to it as we can. I don't think we can actually fully take it, though. And it looks like there's a team fight here by the enemy blue buff. I'm coming over. There's a lot of low-health targets here, and I'm looking really excited for this. There's also a blue buff onto the Riven here, so if I can get behind them, that would be huge for us. Alright, and there's the double kill there. Can we get onto the Leona? My ultimate did get used there without the reset, so I won't have the mobility that I'd like. But I can still get the Q off to harass. Nope, not even that. Man, I suck. Well, at least I got the double kill. That was pretty solid. And I also managed to get the blue buff, so sit at 4-0. Holy shit. I love when this happens for me. But it's not a common occurrence. But then again, this sort of did happen last game with Nocturne. Hopefully you guys liked that video, by the way. I thought that was one of my better recordings in a while. I should have a really solid game on that one. If you guys missed that one, definitely check it out. There will be a link at the end of the video, of course, alongside probably something on the side of the video, but let's not advertise too much. Let's focus on the game here. Trying to hit Akali with that, the angle right through the minion wave, and do lots of nice damage here. And I might miss that one. Yes, I will. But I might be able to hit this one and hit Akali. Nah, it's out of range. If you guys don't know, by the way, if you can't just tell just from watching me play and making mistakes, I don't play Diana a whole lot. In fact, it's my first time playing her in several months. She's not one of my go-tos at all, but I definitely enjoy her, and I think she's very, very strong and very fun. And she's pretty good right now, to be honest with you. I just am not the most experienced Diana player in the world, but I do have her pretty well figured out on paper, if that makes sense. And why are you fighting me? Alright, the Ignite might take her out here, actually. It will. Nice. And I'll go ahead and just E, just to slow her down. And we have Udyr on the side actually coming in to help me out. I'm just going to fight Tryndamere here, because he doesn't do enough damage to me to take me out before Udyr shows up. And he actually popped his ulti pretty soon. I'm just going to kite that out wait out things. Alright, I couldn't come in to save Udyr in time. My ultimate just came up. But I managed to get the double kill, so that works. So 7 kills for me, double buffs again. What the hell is this game? I don't know, but I'm loving it. Loving every minute of it. Alright, anyways, so I create my W here. And I'm thinking I should... Actually, there's no real reason to use the health potion. But, you know, I may as well for good measure, considering Diana is a pretty strong jungler. Although I'm not jungling, I may as well take the wolves before I base. Why the hell not? Let's help my clear a little bit here. Or not my clear, but help me get some extra gold. And we'll go back to base here. I'm not going to waste much time, because I don't think Akali is going to get to my turret anyways. And let's see what items we can get. Let's get the Nash's Tooth. Let's also pick up Spell Pen Boots, because I'm thinking the mobility will come in really handy here, because I am fed. And when you are fed, finishing your boots, I wouldn't say early or first is exactly the right terminology, but definitely making a point of getting your boots finished early is a good idea, because that'll allow you to, you know, of course, move quicker, and moving quicker is going to mean you can get around the map quicker and make more plays and be the right place, the right time, get out of the wrong place at the wrong time, or I guess the right time for that one. But you kind of know what I'm saying, though. It's kind of applies to really when you're not fed too, but when you're fed, it allows you to take bigger advantages of what you already have gained, which is very important. And Riven's trying to take out my ward here, and she will succeed, but it's okay, because I'm going to come behind her here. She might get the speed buff, but I'm assuming this bot lane's not reacting to me, and they really aren't, so let's go ham here. Apollo 82 on the Thresh. Can he make the plays? Can he hit the hook? Let's find out. Alright, hit the ultimate or the Q onto Diana, or not onto Diana, onto Vayne, and that's going to be 1 onto her. Holy shit, we do damage. And also ulti her one last time. Use all my potions here. Double kill for me. A single kill for the MF. Not too shabby. And holy crap, I have 9 kills out of 11 for my team. What is happening? I am very fed this game, guys. Holy crap. And I'm sorry that I keep going on and on about it, but this doesn't happen often that you see a player get 9 kills out of 11 for his team in 13 freaking minutes. It's very rare. You can see here the wave clear, because of all the ability power we built up, gets to be very strong. And this is why I think people start to split push a bit with Diana, because of the ability they have to split push so effectively. And my farm here is 101 at 13 minutes. Not too shabby, but I have missed quite a few, because I ain't perfect. Let's go ahead and ulti over the wall, pop that shield, and just do what we can to the Raptors here. Clear those out. And I'm thinking, with the low amount of mana we have here, I may as well rotate my flask here and start spamming all those. And clear the waves out here. And because I don't want this to turn into a 20-minute surrender or a total stomp game, I am going to be spending a lot more time just farming instead of just trying to kill Akali, because she's already down, she's already beat. I'm not going to go and kick dirt in her face while she's already on the floor. Go ahead and focus on farming so I can show you guys a little bit of the non-lane phase parts of Diana as a champion, and not just focus on the lane phase, which we've already showed off how strong it can be once you get your level 6. And speaking of which, I think I'm going to go back here actually and pick up some items. The question is what? I'm thinking I'm going to get an Hourglass here actually. Hourglass would be pretty effective against the majority of their team. Tryndamere, what's his face? I can't remember his name now. Why can't I remember his name? Riven. It's not a guy, it's a girl. Let's pick up our Amplifying Tome here instead of the Flask, though. We'll keep our Doran's Rings for the time being. And once I have enough gold that it's not in an awkward place, I will also pick up my upgraded Trinket to ward the map more and help my team out. And it's looking like there's a fight here. MF's going to go down to the Vayne, so it looks like their team is still showing to be a threat. And it's really just me that's fed this game. I guess MF's doing pretty well, but Vayne has more farm by a considerable amount, so it looks like I am going to have to put the carry pants on this match, which is kind of fun. I like that sometimes. But sometimes I don't, because if you make one mistake, then the game is lost. I'm going to rotate top here, though, because Tryndamere is really pushed up, and I think I can shut him down a little bit. And I'll try and help out Jake here on the Riven. And I'm getting the feel that Tryndamere knows I'm coming, but it also could be he's just backing off between waves. There's no real way of telling until, well, something happens. Now, he's still pretty far back, but they actually have Riven there. Rotating to me. Come to me. Oh, what? Never mind. Actually, I'm going to go into Riven here, because if I can destroy her, and hello. Pop the E here. Man, I missed all my Qs. Man, I suck. Let's just kill her. I don't mind using my ultimate a little bit early there, because, of course, it's going to give me that blue buff, and I can make more use of the blue buff than Riven can. Not only because I'm fed, because I have both mana and cooldown reduction to worry about, whereas she just has the cooldown, so it makes sense for me to make sure I secure that one. Let's clip the wave here, help out Riven, upgrade my W once again, and if Tryndamere sticks around, we can easily take him out, and alright, he's just going to dive in here. I'll go ahead and, oh, actually, my ultimate, or not my ultimate, my E, didn't do what I was hoping for, and that's going to be the kill there onto him, but unfortunately, Riven's going to go down in the process, so Sorry there, Riven. Did not want that for you. But it is what it is. Let's go ahead and just clear up the waves here. And I can totally see why people like Nash's Tooth onto Diana. It's very effective. I can totally see why people like it. Tons of attack speed, plenty of cooldown reduction. You can see I'm already capped CDR essentially. Not quite, but pretty damn close. 35% with blue buff. And I've also got plenty of ability power. 80's pretty solid. An extra basic attack auto damage, or basic damage, or, okay, let me try it one more time. One more time. Third time's the charm. Extra magic damage on auto attacks. There we go. Got it. And it looks like we are going to pick up the dragon there, and I think I saw Akali. Is she just, yeah, she's in the shroud there. She's going to get destroyed. And Vayne's coming in with the massive plays, well, at least what she's thinking is going to be the massive plays. Hi, I'm Ghostu. Is that you? Oh, he's running, though. Yeah, I think my team's, I think I heard a ghost or something. I think they've got the Vayne there on lock, so I'll go ahead and just clip the wave. And it looks like Riven's here as well. We can probably take her out. She's a red buff as well, so there's our reward. And I think actually I'll back out here, because I do not want to die. We are actually going to take her out. At this point, I feel like that kill was entirely because I'm fed. My bad. What? That's not your bad. You did fine. What the fuck? No, you did fine. I didn't see him making mistakes. Maybe I'm blind. Who knows? Who knows? I'll leave you guys be the judge of that. But I'll pick up my hourglass now. Holy crap. I still cannot believe how well this game's going for me. I'll pick up... I think I'm going to work towards a Lichbane next. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Because, of course... Lichbane will provide me with the extra damage on auto attacks, and I'm going with a bit more of a bruiser build anyway, so it kind of suits the theme. Of course, getting Rabadon's Abyssal, even Luden's is pretty good, but I feel like Luden's is kind of not necessary, because in a standard Diana build, at least one that I consider standard, and of course I could be wrong about this, but I think Lichbane's pretty good, and that already gives you move speed. Now, stacking Luden's with the Lichbane will give you a ton of move speed, and that's great and all, but I think it's kind of overkill on someone like Diana, who's already so mobile. And the extra burst, I mean, it's good. You don't really need it. But then again, you don't really ever need it on most AP assassins or mages or anything like that. So I guess you could argue that. And the extra wave clear provides isn't necessary either. Your wave clear is already so good. So I don't know. Luden's isn't a bad item by any means. I'm definitely not saying that. I don't see it being as useful as the other items that you can get for Diana. But it looks like Riven is going to die here to Tryndamere. And I'm going to make myself... come up there. Looks like their Riven's also up here, and she's walking right into us. Let's hit the Q here. We did not. Yeah, she looks like she saw us coming, but we might be able to get a Tryndamere here. And he's popping his ult, but we can just kite on back. I've got myself an hourglass, so he's going nowhere. And I think, yep, MF's got him. All right, easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. So find yourself some lemons and squeeze them. And Leona's here on the side warding. Actually, their team's all grouping up mid here. We might have ourselves a bit of a skirmish. 4v, well, I guess Thresh is dead. But now I'm coming behind. Udyr's on the side. We also got our Riven on the back side, or the front, actually, I should say. And I meant to hit her with my ult, but I failed to do so. I'm going to use my hourglass as soon as I can here. Come on. Wow. I'm standing too. I don't know if you guys can hear me mashing my keyboard, but I was mashing it like 100 miles an hour, man. So much, but at least Udyr picks up the triple kill. But I'm going to go down in the process, but that is actually an ace, so nice job to him. So I'll switch out my Lichbane to the second slot here, I guess. Doesn't really matter now that I think about it, but yeah, I'll put that in that order, I guess. But yeah, that kind of sucks. I got crowd controlled that hard. I was not expecting that. I mean, of course, they have a Leona who changed the CC, and Riven, who again changed the CC, so I guess I should have expected it. It's my mistake, but I definitely did not. And having the hourglass definitely would have helped if I could avoid even the smallest second. Splittest, man, that's a terrible word. If I can find the smallest fraction of time to actually use the hourglass active, that would have been awesome, but it never happened. I never found the opportunity, so that sucks for me. But to look in this game here, nothing has really changed compared to what I said a few minutes ago. I mean, yeah, Udyr got a triple kill for himself, so he's doing a lot better, but the gold is all still on me for the most part, so I'm pretty sure their team is not going to surrender, because, of course, if they take me out, they still stand a pretty good chance. And that's good for, good for me, because it's good for you guys. Because it's going to mean that this is not going to be a 20-minute surrender game that sucks. So hopefully it'll be a bit longer than that, a bit more competitive, so you guys can see a bit more League of Legends action. So let's go ahead and clear up this minion wave here, shove it on in. There we go. And Tryndamere is still splitting top lane. I'm going to try and go and deal with him because I don't think anyone else can at this point. I'm thinking what makes a lot of sense here is for Udyr to stay as the jungler, but me and Riven to push lane swap. Because I don't think she can stand against Tryndamere anymore. And I don't want to stand the rest of the map and killing the rest of their team, making them surrender much more. But here we are in the fight. Let's knock him back, and should be able to take this guy out. Alright. I was expecting to hit the Q to kill him, but that works too. It's only like a 12-second, 15-second cooldown on my ultimate now, so that's not too shabby in the slightest. It looks like Riven is going to need help now, so I'm going to go ahead and rotate over. One thing you might notice with my build, by the way, which normally I wouldn't do with AP mages or AP assassins, whatever you really want to consider Diana, is I don't have really any mana items built, besides, of course, the Sheen, which I got later on. I just found with her, if you have Doran's rings, you're pretty much all set. It's kind of like Fizz in that sense, that if you have a bunch of Doran's rings, 2 at least, you're pretty much set for mana, in all seriousness. And sometimes that's not the case, but with Diana, it definitely is, in my opinion. So you don't really need to get, you know, Athenes, Murillos, Rod of Ages, any items that will increase your mana pool or your mana regen. It's not necessary on her at all. And it's looking like actually Feed the Shark's in a fight here with Riven. He is going to pick her out, but Akali might take him out. Yes, she will. And Tremere is going to book it right on out of there. So yeah, Feed the Shark going down to Akali. The Akali kill went to our Riven. Yeah, she has a fresh blue buff, it looks like. So that extra cooldown reduction will definitely help her out. And let's see, can we pressure Leon a little bit here? Looks like we can. The hook coming out. I'm going to try and knock her into our team here. And there we go, there's the kill. Man, my passive is so much damage, it's kind of nuts. And there's actually the surrender vote. So hopefully you guys like this game. I do apologize that it was a surrender. It's not like I went to this game hoping for that, but hope you guys liked it nonetheless. A lot of kills, a lot of action. Got to show off some Diana stuff. So hope you guys did like it. If you did, make sure to drop a like rating and subscribe for more videos like this one. And I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.
This is a Noodles production.